Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Joanna. Thank you so much for coming back. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for visiting. I hope you stay here. This is going to be these are going to be your readings for the month of March. I won't make a long introduction other than lots of exciting changes. Most of the signs have some pretty substantial changes leading to good things. So it's a lot of excitement. I felt a lot of excitement, energy when I was doing most of the signs. So there is very much a lot of new beginnings that I felt are happening. And all of us are going through challenges, minor and major, and it has to do with the energies we are attracting, we are being surrounded by. So it's a lot of interesting things going on. For those of you who want a longer prediction, I have the 6-month videos, and that information is down below, and also exclusive relationship videos or messages for the entire 2018. That information is down below too. I talk about general these are general readings, so I do touch on various aspects, but they don't exclusively focus in on relationships. And with that said, thank you so much for liking, sharing, for making appointments with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate this more than you will ever know. And of course, if that is what you wish, that information is down below for you. Thank you again so much. I wish you best of luck in the month of March. Lots of success, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And now, without further ado, let's get started. Hello, beautiful Scorpios. This is going to be a reading for the month of March 2018. I feel like I want to say your energy is very sharp, very quick, and ready to move on. Like ready to move on. So let me start off first with some channeled messages. One of the things that I heard when I was connecting to your energy was decisions, decisions, decisions. And I feel many of you are sitting on decisions or have been sitting on decisions for quite some time, not knowing precisely which way to go and which way to turn. And then I hear the words possibilities are endless. And I don't feel that you think possibilities are endless. And I feel that's why they're saying this. So for some of you, there is a lack of movement because of inner stagnation. And for some of you, there is a fear of letting go of something that was quite substantial in your life at some point. This could be belief systems, but it also could be the fundamental, functional, real, physical things in our life, like people and situations and organizations. The numbers you have are number 2 and 5, which come to number 7. So 2 again is about choices and decisions. 5 is all about changes. When we make a choice or decision, it is precisely because something is going to change or something needs to change. So choices don't go without choices, and changes go hand in hand. Made sense to me. But this is practically speaking as well. The other thing is that the number 7, some of you might be, you're not July babies. Okay, July is coming up. So maybe last year, because they're showing me crossroads in the month of July. So perhaps you were at crossroads in the month of July some years ago, or maybe 2017, or something major happened in your life that has totally changed the direction of how you live or where you live or who you live with in July. Or there's a number 7 here that's very significant. I feel like you are about to bear fruit from your hard labor. I feel like you are about to manifest a new beginning. I'm seeing you moving forward and grabbing an opportunity. So let's just break this down and see what this is. Let me just see if there's any more channeled messages. For some of you, this is regarding your emotional blocks. So this is very much internal. The fundamental shift has been happening and is occurring and will continue to happen for the next few months, apparently, or at least 6 months. Maybe that's the planetary changes we had in January and February. Maybe that's what this is about. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. But point is, what is? Show me again. So as these changes occur within you, your projection of you will differ, and therefore you will have different choices and decisions to make. So the point I'm trying to make is you are in the middle of a fundamental shift, and with that shift come changes as a result of choices, or changes and therefore there must be choices. So choices, decisions, solutions, they seem to be kind of hovering around the month of March, these words. And I hear the word practicality, so I feel a lot of it has to do with practical things: jobs, marriages, relationships, money, spouses, houses. I feel it has to do with stuff in our life, let's put it that way. Okay, the energies that are working with you, or the theme for March, is you've got two cards that fell. You've got Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and also Two of Wands in reverse. And as I say this, I hear the words, what's the hurry? What's the hurry? So for some of you, you were hoping to have immediate changes. You are hoping to have immediate results as a result of these changes, and they're saying it doesn't work that way. It's a process. So whatever that means to you. Having said that, I feel like many of you have been in a transition for quite some time, and there seems to be certain lack of stability, whether it's because financially you're kind of stuck. Maybe there's a delay to a work or job environment. You might be not quite sure what to do with a relationship. There seems to be a lack of stability. And that's not what this card means necessarily, but that's what I'm getting. It also talks about delays, obviously. So this is about manifestation. So there has been delays around what you wanted to manifest. And I hear the word relationships, whether casual or otherwise, whether work related or non-work related, there has been some delay. But the two in Two of Wands to me signifies that how do I want to say this? Looks like the month of March is going to be, again, about choosing and deciding. So if you have been waiting to decide something, I feel in the month of March, the energy is prodding you to decide already, I want to say, or to decide early, or just to decide at this time. I hear the word move, and I hear the word breaking patterns. So for some of you, this is about a move, a physical move from one location to another, a move of a job or career, or move from one state to another, or one city to another. For others of you, this is about move around patterns, moving on, or not moving on. Yeah, moving on from patterns that you've had with relationships, particularly personal relationships. So that's, some of you have been dealing with that for quite some time. So it looks like there is a shift that will transpire in the month of March that will help you break certain patterns, or feel like something has actually physically shifted within you. I hope that makes sense. Now, what are you leaving behind, or what you need to leave behind? Two cards came up. Eight of Coins in reverse and Knight of Swords. There's a few messages with this. For some of you, I feel you are leaving instability or lack of stability around a fiery person. This could be a male or a female, and I hear the word hasty. So this someone could have been, could have a trait of being very hasty, anxious perhaps, very, very, very analytical, and there was some sort of a lack of stability. And you are moving away from this, or you need to make a choice or a resolution to move away from this. The other thing I'm seeing here is that when it comes to career or education or choices outside of our personal life, there lack of stability in the work situation and lack of creative action with regards to work. I feel you are leaving that behind. Or if you feel that way, it's time to make a choice or make a decision. So again, decisions, decisions, decisions. So many of you will be hit with this message in various different compartments of your life. Is there anything else with that message? I hear the word stop procrastinating, stop procrastinating. And I feel like for some of you, you keep putting your energies into something and it's just not bearing fruit. And I feel like this invisible says, come on already, let's move on already. So there seems to be an increased motivation towards moving forward from something that at some point was detrimental to you. Either it's a live person, or it's a set of circumstances, or it's a feeling within you. Now, what can you expect in March? It's actually fantastic. Whenever I get the card Tree of Life, whichever, this way or that way, doesn't matter to me. Whenever I see this card, and it's very, very rare, it is like a stamp that says, this is karmic. So for many of you, and this will either make sense to you or not, but I'm just going to keep going. For many of you, what you are dealing with in the month of March, or what you are ending is, or what you need to end, has a very karmic component to it. It has to do with, it's an emotional component, obviously, but that's almost irrelevant. It's something that has been bothering you for quite some time, including many lifetimes. So for those of you who believe in that, great. For those of you, don't worry about it. Let's move on. And this is when I talk about the break of pattern. And whatever you guys are dealing with, and this will make sense to you or it won't, for those of you who this makes sense to, there is a huge karmic component, and hence why the weight of the situation has been hard to bear at times. Karmic relationships have a far stronger bond, and therefore the association component, or how the energies work with each other, are felt much more pronounced. I think you understand what that means. Then the card came up, that's Nine of Cups. So this is all about emotional lack. This is about lacking emotionally on every level. And when I say this, I feel like there's this thing coming up to my throat, and I feel like I need to cough something up or cough something out. So this is, many of you have many things to say, or many of you need to have things to say, or need to say things. I feel like you need to cough something up from the past. So let's just tune in and see if they can show me any situations with this. For some of you, this is around lack of career move. The constant lack, L-A-C-K, around finances, around emotions, around relationships. And it seems like you are you will be in the month of March doing something or thinking something that will allow you to at least partially break away from it. And again, this could be a financial situation that doesn't work. This could be a marriage, a relationship, a friendship, a career, job, whatever it is, something that is fundamentally not serving you or does not make you feel content or at peace, or whatever the word is, whatever you want to say. There's a karmic component to it. That's what I'm going to say. Then you have Five of Cups in reverse. This is moving on. So definitely some of you are moving on. And there was a resistance at some point with this. This is what I'm being shown. However, the time has come where things need to balance themselves out and resolution needs to be made, whether it's a resolution within you or resolution outside of you. That's what needs to take place in the month of March, but I'm also hearing April. So it feels like it's a very preparatory time in order to get you in the energetic space where you can go and move forward and start something new. Now, what you need to focus on. Brilliant, by the book. So this is about you uprooting the status quo. This is about you going your own way and not following everybody else's ideas or ideas about you. This is about how you see yourself in the world and what you choose to do with it, rather what you are expected to do with it. Okay? So this is also a card of choices. This is also a message of choices. This is about choosing your own path versus one that was created for you. And when I say created for you, it isn't necessarily God created it for you. It's the path that was created for you earlier on. And I want to go, I want to go to belief systems again. Our belief system dictates our path. So this is about choosing to no longer be there, choosing to no longer be an observer and choosing to be a participant. That's the message that I'm getting. No more status quo. And then I see an image of you ripping out weeds from your garden, and you're just ripping them out. You're like, you've had enough. There's so many weeds. You've had enough. And like, I'm thinking, go to town. So weeds to me represent things that take our space and our vital energy and nutrients, and as a result does not allow other things to grow and flourish because there is no space. So to me, weed is a belief system, but it's also things that are taking space and time and everything else away from you or what is important to you. So anything that robs you of your energy, anything that robs you of your vitality, anything that robs you of consistently feeling good about yourself and about your choices, anything like that, pull those weeds away. And a lot of these weeds are rooted in our belief system. The next card you have is, oh, I love it, deep knowing. This is about exactly what I talked about. This is about you knowing you on a level you have not anticipated before. This is about understanding yourself to the core in order to follow your path the way it was intended to. What does that mean? They each have choices, but the choice number one is to succeed. Very interesting. When one, say it again. When one moves towards success, one can become successful. What does that mean? When you follow your heart, you will win. I love how they talk very philosophically. So follow your heart. Don't follow the status quo. Don't follow other people's ideas. Don't follow your old patterns and beliefs. Follow your own heart. And in order to follow your own heart, you have to first get to know yourself and get to know your heart. And many of us have been preoccupied with knowing things outside of ourselves versus inside. So this is a simple term for meditation and getting to know yourself on a deeper level. That's why I said it feels very much like you are about to catapult forward, but in order for that to happen, you need to have these last few major adjustments, energetically speaking. I wish you best of luck. Looks like an interesting and fantastic month. April, I feel, is going to be very important for you. It's just highlighted. I want to say April. But anyway, the number 8 is being shown to me, which is all about strength and courage and all about feeling good about yourself. So take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing. This means to me more than you will ever know. I say this every single time, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. If you would like a private session, of course, that information will be down below. You can see. And if this doesn't make sense to you at the beginning of the month, because it most likely will not, I'll listen to it at the end of the month, and it'll almost always make sense to you then. Again, thank you so much. Take care of yourself, and good luck.